Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Thousand Week Ride Country Perspective. This time, we'll be playing as Japan. Or, shall I actually better say, occupied Japan. Okay, so here we are. The Fallen Sun. Japan is a defeated nation, still recovering from the long years of fighting in China, the Pacific, and against the US. Former colonies in Formosa, Korea, Sakhalin, and many islands dotting the Pacific were all but lost and torn from her grip. The US has defeated the Imperial Japanese Navy, Japan will eventually unconditionally surrender, yada yada. Spilt water will not return to the tray. Japan must move on. Couldn't have said it better, honestly. I already know how to play. Under the boot. Yep, I'm an occupied nation. We are still under occupation of the Americas and our allies. We need to have a discussion with them on the future of the occupation and Japan as a whole. Yep, I might as well try and do some tech research. What? Oh, the Beria military OK rug? Also, if you haven't noticed on the map, mainly not much has changed, except for the parts with as you can see, with Germany's eastern colonies and the USSR warlord states. It actually added one new warlord state and ripped out one. Well, basically united two from here. So there's like the Soviet government in Perm with Beria in power. Like it's and oversimplification. The Ukrainian border is just like smaller than it is than in the last game. So bear in mind, this is just oversimplification. And yet the Republic of China still won the war and all that stuff. Yeah, not really much has changed. So yeah, under the boot, but I'll make sure to speed things up. We had to do this. International aid. Our industry and agriculture were completely destroyed by the bombings during the war. For now, Japan is reliant on foreign aid to rebuild the country. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it better myself. But I believe Japan will have its former glory back, who knows? I might as well try. Banzai Yokohama attack. Oh yeah, an authorized plane, a stolen Zero, crashed into a patrol boat. Banzai! Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no. And it's basically under this guy, Yoshida Shigeru. The Bengal Truce. Peace at last? Maybe, I don't know. We all don't know. Oh, Egypt martial law is always like, come on. Wait, hold up. Oh, wait, what the hell? How did India make a landing right here? Oh boy. Seems like Indonesia is rising up. But there are some things I have problems with this mod. I mean, I know that the United Kingdom isn't Operation Sea-lined by Germany, because I know it never would. But how the bloody hell did the Republic of India become split up like this mess? And I mean the subcontinent. Like, how the hell did it get split into this mess? I mean, Japan was defeated, so I don't think this would have happened. And like, I think Britain would have had time to still try to keep the continent the same way, like the two-state solution. I don't know why, but it's just weird. So yeah, like, these borders are way too weird for me, Chief. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, yeah. And I don't know how, but some of the people that have changed ideologies are really just... It's slightly a bit mything, but it doesn't really matter. Like Mr. Bose here, he's a social patriotism, which is a standpoint which combines socialism and patriotism, which is basically like a social democratic patriotism, if that's what they're trying to call it now. Yeah. Kind of figured that. Oh, at least our good old man, Mr. Prime Minister Nehru, is the Indian president, so that's good. I will always recognize Mr. Nehru as the first Indian president. Oh, Germany tests an atomic bomb hours ago, yada yada. Claims it can proven to match the Toronto Accord Alliance. We'll see. We'll see. Even more, what's worse is the fact that I'm an occupied nation, part of the Toronto Accord Alliance. Well, that's surprising. The Norwegian dictatorship and its fall. Well, that's just strange. The New Order Alliance. Well, I know that both the alliance of the New Order and like this one in Africa with the Toronto Accord is gonna be start to slip away piece by piece. I can just feel it. Oh, the state of Spain declared war on the Kingdom of Morocco. Let's see. I'm not really sure what happens after this. Like, I don't know, Chief. US now tests its hydrogen bomb. Oh boy. The Germans, British, and Americans, they're just going at each other's throats at this point. I think China is like the underdog here as a republic. Yeah, like a secret third wave power for no one. Yeah. But I think Japan would come out on top again, but rather than invading China, it's just going to invade Korea. I might re-invade Korea, puppet Indochina again. RSS defeated. Let's hope this ends the violence. Yep. It's March 1952 now, ladies and gents. Convince the public, or the community. The international community needs to be convinced before determining that Japan is able to rule for herself again. Yeah, it's gonna be a long, arduous task. I don't get what's with the state. I don't get what's with the kitties. The kitty in the trash bin. The die are cast. The Algerian War has begun. Oh wait, scratch that. It's a freeway war between Republic of Algeria versus the Oran State versus the Barbary People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, known as the PPL, a communist council. Algerian war begins, seize strategic points, empty the treasury, funded war, offensive for victory, crude armament production, prepare for fighting spirit. Huh. The GLP, or the MPA, Paternal Autocrat. Okay, oh boy, now Britain tests its atomic bomb. German coup in Norway. Oh boy. Boy, this man, Turboven, I just can't stand looking at his face. But this guy, like, Mr. Cachet here, like, he's like staring into your darn soul. Oh, and also, if you may have noticed, like, I think I remember with the new recent change with the 1.11 update, and I have a DLC mod, man, like, No Step Back, which is why, or I think it's because of the people that created the mod, like, kind of switched things up a bit. So, like, yeah, 19 Party Congress, Beria Remains, Beria Remove, or even the Perm plot. And basically saying it's based off the city of Perm. Like, that's why it's called a Perm plot, like, it's not rocket science. Okay, I need to fast forward more because I can't take all the slowness. Hmm. Okay, let's see. And we have our boy Shanghai Shrek here. Although I'm not really sure about the Russian... I'm also not sure about the Russian Republic. I might want to puppet them since they aren't guaranteed. So I might as well reinvigorate Japan's pride. It's either by democratic or like if I might have Hirohito be put on the throne. Oh yeah, also there's also railways built in the game, so yeah. I am part of the Occupy Japan. I'm gonna make sure I build up my civilian factories and armaments. Alright, now we convince the community. The MacArthur Plan. General MacArthur had a plan to make sure Japan will be able to function as a modern nation again, and it is now up to us to finish these plans. Kita Kanto. Sadea declares Greater Syria, the Middle East's Mustache Man. The de Havilland Comet debuts. Bullets will repel these leftists. The Mayday Bloodbath. Yeah, I wanted to switch things up again because most of the time when I'm playing other nations, Japan always go for its Mayday bloodbath and changes its ideology, like, come on. So this time we're keeping the country intact. Chandra Bose re-elected, no surprise, trying to denounce Vietnam, we'll see. All the following must be true. The current ruling party is not Marxist-Leninist, not revolutionary communist, not socialist. Yeah. The Egyptian martial law. Functional democracy. If each reform passed, the government can ensure stability while forwarding their political agenda. Law of stability. Support for the bill is certainly presented within the government. The law proposal is passed. France wins the football league? Nice. What? Who resigns? Oh. Syngman Rhee resigns his position. I'm praying to God that if Korea turns communist, I might have a chance to occupy Korea once again. I'm hinging on that. But still, I need to... Wartime plane, yes. Oh, and this is like the new kind of... Oh, hold on. Civil unrest in Bulgaria, British. Revisit the system. The Labour Party wins the UK elections. Japan's whole system has had a lot of flaws that the military exploited to gain full control of the state. Therefore, we must remove these flaws to make sure no such thing will ever happen again in the future. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, time for more. Okay. Helicopter engines. Oh boy. The collapse of what? Wait, hold on, what the... Oh. Collapse of Krasnoyarsk. Yeah, I can't tell. The leftists win in Korea. The United Front. Which is basically National Revolutionary Communism. Basically described as it was actually done by Kim Il-sung and developed in continuation after his death. Let's see. Oh, the PN Party. Spanish victory in North Africa. Man, this world is not giving itself a break, huh? Discovery of widespread corruption. Holy guacamole! Korea. Ooh, another democracy overthrown. A military dictatorship junta. Paternal autocrat. Great. Just when things couldn't get worse, they actually... Now my unhinged part of that had to be thrown out the window. Also, I'm gonna be skipping the focus tree because I know how long it's gonna take. Like for real. Okay, now time for me to skip some of the focus tree. Here we are now, and we're at the Treaty of Friendship. Or the Treaty of Freedom, as I like to call it. The time has come. After months of back and forth, Japan renounces the right to war, things we must do to please the West. Japanese delegates shall now board the plane for Hawaii to forge a new Japan from the ashes of a battered past. Let's hope everything all goes well. French African Federation? Ah, I see. Under this guy, Raphael Onana? Oh god. I can hear the Onana jokes already on this channel. Woohoo! The Treaty of Freedom! Now we enter the second phase. Nation building. End of the Algerian War. Peace, but at what cost? Perhaps no other nation in modern history can claim to be so soundly defeated like the Japanese Empire in 1945. 4 times the light of destruction ravaged our dear homeland until the many-starred flag was raised over Tokyo. Sino-Vietnamese War, yada yada. In years that followed, Japan became an extension of the United States, directly administered by MacArthur and his men. Now that they finally have left, their legacy is in a democratic system modeled along Western lines focused on the total, eternal pacification of Japan. Yet no foreigner could truly hope to grasp the working land of Horizon Sun, and there has been some vital oversights. The Greek Civil War. Oh boy. Oh yes, here it is. Here it is. The fascist Hellenic state versus the Kingdom of Greek Democrats. This is basically like an allo-historical reference to the Greek Civil War right after World War II. But instead of a democratic democratic and monarchist joint forces against the communists, it's basically against the fascists. Ethiopian uprising. Nation building. Finally, the state of Japan rises once more. Yeah, I really don't like the way how Wu Hong Khan is basically like a... Oh, Einstein killed in Israel? We mourn his passing. Also, unlike the base game in TNO, I don't like how you actually occupy countries, but you can't be allowed to puppet them. The Hirohito question. Hirohito stays on the throne. Exactly. But like I said, for Thousand Week Reich and TNO, I don't like the idea how they're just... yeah. You can't puppet countries, and that's sad. Why do you think there's a reason why most of the time I like to have like one mod on that actually helps me with that. The elusivity of a current imperial system can be interpreted by some as weak, decrepit state refusing to enter the modern age. Yet Japan has always walked the path of its own volition alone, and shall not continue doing so. Foreigners may not understand, but to every Japanese citizen, the role and divinity, even if denounced, are apparent as the budding of a cherry blossom in the spring. Oh, a coup! Ooh, power struggle. Who's the leader? I want to see this. Oh, emergency committee. Oh, they went through with it. The KPSS NKVD joint party, Marxist-Leninism and Kalininism. Oh, does this actually? That is a really long name. The Communist Party, the Soviet Soyuz Nord Komizar, or in its short military coup in the USSR. Oh, Vasily Chuikov actually is ruling the government now under the Workers' and Peasant Red Army Marxist-Leninist Party. Okay, that makes sense. But dang, that was a long name, even for its native language. But for me, this is really sad. Like, I am a defeated nation. Okay? The leftist majority, rightist majority. Yeah, I don't want to do like a I don't want to do a Juito victory. I mean, that is possible, but I don't want to. Nor the Liberal Democratic Party established. Like, come on. That's just asking for trouble. I mean, just... Oh, West Africa collapsed, as expected. Now, I can see the police coup going into effect, or, like, the Shakaito victory. Congo Rebellion crushed, alright. Post-occupation election. Now, with the errors of occupiers dealt with one way or another, it is basically time for the seeding of Japanese democracy to truly blossom, this time unchanged by the Meiji Constitution, reducing the democratic process largely to the whims of the lords of the land. This time, the people shall truly rule by their volition alone. Agreement with the oppositions. Let's see. Oh, I can create my agency. Good. Creating the Roque Agency. Truman now elected as president again? Oh well. Click to build a railway. I see. The war continues on for now. Well, this is nice. Okay. at least I can still make buildings. Okay, well. Well, this is gonna be something. It's oh, military dictatorship under Chung Il Kwon. Yeah, I'm not really good at spelling the names out. Please don't get mad at me. Let the flowers bloom. Now this is something that's really going to be something. Gain base stability -5%, political power negative. The cabinet is shocked, but yet execute the law of stability. Yes, it was necessary. The police state. Post-war economic development. As the American and British bombers burned our cities to ash, every economic institution in the country was hollowed out. Our factories were shelled to dust, roads which supplied them broken into potholes where they were intact at all, and our food supply, well, the reports of cannibalism have to at least been suppressed. The war then spelled an end to the bombings and the firestorms, but our economic nightmare has just begun. Yep, I really couldn't have said that better. But I guess it's time for me to build. Oh, I can actually have an agent now. There we go. Hirohito is still the popular figure-headed monarch. That's good. But like, I'm not sure to choose between the Imperial Restoration, Revisionist Visions, or Police Dictatorship. Japanese Nationalist Takeover. Oh boy. Harry Truman.
The office of President of the United States.
Oh yeah.
Will to the best of my ability, and will to the
Harry
best
Truman
of my ability,
elected.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution.
Emergency draft. Blame the minorities. Oh boy. That's gonna be rough. You know, I might as well go halfway. I might as well blitz myself halfway through the focus tree here and also choose one of these three. So yeah. The Soviet government declared war on the Kazakh military. Okay, Rug. Okay, like USSR. I think you need to stop doing that because like it's getting weird by this point. Okay, now it's time. Yep, that's right, laddies. We now have done Imperial Restoration. Destroy radicalism, and now Hirohito is now directly taking the throne as the leader of the Imperial House. As a paternal autocrat. I mean, so I guess it's basically on par of a... So I'm basically thinking it's basically on par of the same level as much of other countries, like, I'm not really sure, like, which ones, but, like, I mean, it's basically on par with, like, other paternal autocrats, like, from the Middle East. Like, with monarchism, traditionalists, social patriotism, monarchism. Oh boy, Mr. Mustache Man is dead. What's this? Oh. Japan's economic boom can now begin. The jewel of Adriatic lies shattered. Oh boy. Destroy radicalism. Even in the worst of a storm blowing over Japan's culture, fully restored and preserved at last, the divine rule of a Tenno is not fully... Oh, now Mr. Weigand is killed. Oh boy. Yeah, things are... Yeah, Europe's straight not having good times. Time for more expansion on the tech. Wartime Interceptor. Wait, I wonder how it looks like in 3D. Oh. The Grand Funeral of Mustache Man. Oh, what's this? Parachia-chan wins the 53 elections? Okay. No, what? You know, I may only have like 4 troops, but I believe they could be able to outrun Cambodia. I mean, 5 of them. Actually, maybe I'll just need 3. That's nice. The Federation of Malaysia was able to win the war. The Red Army, oh boy, Slavic Revolt, Moscow. Britain stands victorious in Malaysia. The British sun still stands tall. Army Command. Preparation. Navy Command. Let's see here. Elevated Engineering. Quick Improvisation. Yep. We shall destroy radicalism, collapse of the Caucasus, mobilize the Imperial Guard. You know, while basically like, you know, China's in the mess, I might take this time to actually also invade Cambodia. Yeah, you know what, let's go with that. And here we are. Second Hungarian Revolt. A neo-communist Kampuchea? How the heck did that happen? Like, what the hell? No matter. And it's basically a paternal autocrat monarchist party. I knew it. Yeah, I know. I don't have that much troops to actually handle, but like, come on. One sheet metal in. Dang. Syria invades Iraq? The Greater Syrian State under this guy, Abd al-Karim Qasim. Oh wait, no, that's Iraq. Sorry. Borman, oh boy. Really, Syria? Really, Syria? You're doing this now? You're invading all of the Middle East? I wouldn't even be surprised if Turkey was coming for your butt. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. Bro, say what? Okay, this is straight up weird. Let me do one more thing. There we go. The Civil War kind of messes almost everything up. Took the entire state of Capucha. And there we go, all of Cambodia now belongs to us. The Khmer Republic. Let's change Cambodia. Well, I mean, it's not much, but in the end, I also got the chance to puppet, like, you know, Laos and Thailand. Yeah, because why not? Maybe, like, we did some sneaky tactics that allowed them to be under the Japanese spear through covert means. Now, economic boom. Well, I already have puppets of Thailand, Kampuchea, and Laos. I'm gonna leave Vietnam for now since I know the Chinese will win, so let's continue on where we left off. And I know what you're thinking, like only 5 troops you have there, like come on, it's not gonna be enough. Oh, Syria was annexed already? Oh. Why is it always... I don't get it. Why is it always Israel always puppeting the Syrian state? To me, that makes no sense. Oh, a second operative can be recruited? Safe cracker, well-groomed. Alright. Gotta keep building up my intelligence. There we go. I could help Thailand expand its borders just to get more land. Wait, Russian what? Oh. Konstantin Rozavetsky? Since when did this guy come back out from the grave? Or, I don't know. Huh, it's a divided party. Well, that's nice. Our March to the Sea, our old Haben connection. Really? You really think that's gonna work? Oh boy. Yeah, and... oh, what's this? Inner Mongolia. Funny. Funny, it feels like as if I can make the puppet of Inner Mongolia, but then, like... it's gonna be a bit weird. I don't like this military junta at all. But oh well, I guess so. I guess the best thing to do is just... Kingdom of Netherlands has military access to Indonesia. But they're a Marxist-Leninist party, so... let's just say... oh. Oh great, Germany is now in a... wait, German Empire... since when did the German Empire get involved? What is this? Emergency where stopped and it said like random German Empire. Someone tell me where is that? Like, I don't get it. It says like, is there like a World War I resurged German Empire or something? I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway. I might use the opportunity to knock down the Indonesian Republic as well as the Union of Burma, since they're basically leftist national communists and leftist nationalism. Hmm. Finally. Form the department. Let's see, what else do I need? Template. Darn, I need to trade. I need to get some stuff. Oh. There we go. I can trade with the French state. Oh, great, that's just great. There we go. Alright. Let's see. I'll help. Economic boom, finally. We shall remember the days of our empire, but in a more different light. Oh, Brazilian stability returns. Crisis has been averted. A century ago, Japan was a backwards feudal nation. Half a century ago, Japan stood Okay, the Poles are liberating themselves. A century ago, Japan stood victorious. Japan stood victorious over the Russian Bear 20 years ago. And we almost burned the Pacific to cinders. The history of our empire shone through all its, however brief, with utter and perfect radiance. War reaches the fjords, Ocean Civil War. Oh lord. Let me slow things down, just so I don't get bombarded with more events. No empire in modern history except the Germans could have hoped to rival us in sheer awe and swift rise. Yet, unlike the Germans, our claim to greatness was denied to us at last. With imperial benevolence restored, we can, however, rectify some of that shame. I wouldn't agree more with Mr. Hirohito on that note. Now with him leading the country exactly, he won't ever be seen as a figurehead, but as an actual true leader. Let's do some real good work. There we go, and the Danish Revolution. Slovak Uprising. I could use this chance to try and go around, like create like a pincer movement. Lithuanian Union State. Oh man. Alright, let's try and retreat. Seems like Burma won't last for long, boys. And Seriously, leftist Burma is still holding out right here? That's just weird. Oh, I'm already at the gates of... Well, that was easy. Now all I have to do is just head over to the gates of Mandalay and that's it. Hold on. There we go. No, you don't. You're heading over to the capital to liberate it and take it. There we go. Let's just say I'll take one extra land. And let me do one thing. And here we are. The state of Burma is under paternal autocratism as a reactionary nationalism. So while the German Empire decreases, the new Japanese Empire will rise, but no longer under war. Crisis in Poland. Oh no! Poland collapses again? Oh, it's between the LVIV liberation and the homemade Polish Home Guard army. Makes sense. Developing the free market. You know what, if I want to get my empire back, I need to do some sneaky tactics. This will require some, how you say, quote-unquote, skills. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Korea. Well, Korea is no longer guaranteed, yet I might take this time to reintegrate it back into the empire. Either directly, or it could be as an autonomous puppet. Soviet tank clones? Oh boy. But left-wing agitation? That is not gonna happen in that country. Okay, so I have to create a dedicated group right here. Here we are now, and so... Oh yeah. I'm gonna need more, rubber tire. Yep, the days of our empire. The sun will rise once more. Let's see. Oh! Oh, my GDP is number 6 in the ranking. How is the Ordenstat like number 10 within the top 10? Like, I don't get that. Okay, time for another sneaky tactic. There we go. The Pusan Peninsulaire. Really? Really? After long? Of course! Of course we'll sell you some tanks, lads. I mean, you're not gonna be a threat to us anymore, and besides, I'd love to help get rid of the communists, but also like the fascists, you know. They might be broken down, but we see that the new enemy is the USSR coming up. And I was able to help get rid of the left-wing agitation in the country. Free marketism, hooray! Now, I don't get why, but I'm not even supporting the Vietnamese Republic or the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. I'm not even gonna bother. But Subhas Chandra Bose, like, it's part... What? The Japanese Asian spear, but this time it's more likely the Asian Pacific Alliance. Like I said, now I have Burma as a puppet, and now I have Korea integrated in the bloc. I'm not really sure about the Russian Republic though, since they have anti-German rhetoric. Memories of Kerensky, Jingoist propaganda. Iraq oil national... Oh no, not the oil! But maybe... You know what, maybe I can maybe I want to be able to puppet the Russian Republic, I don't care. Well, maybe in future. And I know this is a slow game, but trust me, like, it's gonna take a long while for me to get back on footing, even for Japan's sake. And you know what, Philippines, you can stay the same way. I'm not even gonna bother with you. Darn. I don't... Man, these military restrictions is just so harsh. I need to do something. I think I have an idea. Alright, there we go. Sunrise ends with more recruit difficulty, but at least I'll be able to get some. Oh, the Prague Spring now? Elevated engineering. Yeah, professional officer corps is a better option. Darn, Norway was annexed? Oh wait, never. Oh, now it's a transitional authority government of Norway. Okay, I see now. I see what they did there. London exiles. Transitional authority. Seems like the Toronto Accord allies are one step closer to dealing with Germany. And you know, I might as well take this opportunity to also create. I might also take this opportunity to knock India down a peg, since I mean, I think maybe Bengal, the Socialist Republic of Bengal, would serve also as a secondary puppet. Like, you know, just way up to here. But Burma, you're not getting any extra land, because, yeah, it's not worth it. Just only up to here, and that's it. So, like, all I just want is just an emergency wear stat. Oh, God. It's like, man, I don't like it. It's like those countries can't even take a break. There we go. Slovenia has declared its independence. Wait, what? Wait, emergency wear stat declared on what now? Oh, holy shoot! In all of her games, oh boy. In all of her games, the wear stat doesn't even win, but I'm actually surprised they're winning now. We are alone with pride. No matter the jovial faces, no matter their promise of friendship, ultimately all foreign nations ultimately sought to use the land of the rising sun as a tool for their own gains. Starting with the Confederacies of the First Great War, ending with the puppets installed by the Americans. And such Japan, as it has for over history, once more alone, and as always with pride, no Western devil shall ever exploit us again, and neither will we show any opening for them to take advantage of us. Finally, I can be able to remove the military restrictions. Almost close enough. But with only 3 troops and 1 army division, well... Let me allow more traits. There we go. Allowed more traits, and we'll see. Oh. Our activity level is low, so we don't have any enemy agents. The Yamato Dynasty. Monarchism is a system of government with a king or emperor at head. This is a hereditary office passed down to the eldest child, predominantly the eldest son. You know, possibly also, I think Bhutan... Yeah, I think Sikhism would also have to be included into the state. I don't know why, but you know. Time for another conquest again. Now, I'm not asking for the collapse of the entire Indian state, just wanted to create a buffer between them and me, like the Socialist Republic of Bengal, but they'll earn some extra land. We have generated 15.7 tension, but which country is the one that's really generating most of attention? Oh, there's a lot of wars. The Second Romanian-Hungarian War, the Hellenic Civil War. Oh, and there's me. War contains at least one major country. Okay. Oh. Alright. The more tech, the more the merrier. It's fun. Oh, it's funny because I don't think. Oh boy. There we go. Let me guess, another part of Moscowian was also annexed in there? What the hell? The Russian People's Liberation Army? Oh, it's a reactionary. Okay, that makes sense. I'll be taking that land. We shall redevelop Tokyo and develop Saitama. Bombay, India. Madras. Hey, at least take the capital so they'll surrender, jeez. Great! Liberate... State of Japan liberates in Madrid. Oh. Well, I'm only annexing these areas. Now, I need to create a Bengal state. And here we are. A puppeted free state of Bengal under Japanese influence. Freedom for Bengal. And yet the great Indian famine that were caused by the British is still giving them headaches. I feel sorry for them. The influence in Southeast Asia grows a bit stronger, so I have some allies that I puppeted. But I still don't want to deal with China. I mean, it's already been way too many problems enough as it is. Oh. I swear, if the Russian People's Liberation Army declares war on the Perm Soviet government, there's no easier way to put it safely, but they're gonna get messed up in the butt, like for reals. I mean, oh, whoa. Okay, seems like the emergency wear stat wins the war. The greatness of Japan. We're not going into isolation again, trust me. You already learned a mistake once, you don't want to make it twice. So no isolation. We give America docking rights in return that they don't bother. But I do understand that the British Empire is going to be decolonizing, so that gives me also an extra edge. If the social... I like how the Socialist Republic of Vietnam is... I like how Socialist Vietnam is actually still holding strong. And like, if they hold strong and like China has to white peace with their Vietnamese Republic, well, I might also puppet Vietnamese Republic and actually have it as a united Indochina. Develop Koshinetsu. Alright. I don't know how to spell these Japanese names, even if it's in English, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's really hard to say it. The Vietnam War, Executive Committee is in disarray, cracking the Two Mu, Kuomintang factionalism, Nanjing insanity. Oh, I'm hinging on this, lads. I'm hinging on this. But I don't like this state here. Whoa! The Inetsky governor just... wow, it well, it was nice knowing that state. I might as well get the lands back from the US and even its allies. But I may also go for the big prize by conquering all of Indonesia. Yeah, the greatness of Japan is going to take a bit long to do so, but after this, I might as well, like, speedway my way through here, and help begin rearming. So, yeah. No elections under Hirohito, but that's fine. And you know, just for the sake of it, why don't we just actually add another puppet? Why don't we actually add another country into the fold? So like I can actually puppet India, for instance, and help them regain their territory. Okay, that didn't work, but the one good thing what I did is that I was able to puppet Japan. So yeah. So it might make things interesting if the Russian Republic is declared war on. I might help the Russian Republic gain back some lands, but it's only going to be limited into the eastern part here. Sorry, Russian Republic, but you're going to be under my yoke of influence. As you can tell by here, I have the Far East as a puppet, magically that is, as well these countries. You know what, maybe the heck with it, I'll just occupy some of the Republic of China, or at least... try to gain some land from it. So yeah. And there we have it. We're now basically going into this impossible war like that, compared to how no one's ever done before. A red-white flag appears. Polish democracy restored to Poland once again. Under the AK party. AK paternal autocrats. Okay, that makes sense at least. The Soviet Republic of Novosibirsk has taken 4 states. Oh, the government has collapsed. Oof, that's a big L for them. Oh, we can sign the... yeah. Actually, I can just use this part as a way to diminish China's unification power, just like liberate this area here. So let's do that. Despite the fact I'm losing ground, but we can actually change that. Ah yes, there we go. Burma, you're gonna join in. Alright. The Vietnamese Republic has just collapsed. Now to do the focus tree. There we go. Now I'm able to have economic boom and do some rearmaments. Programming. Invasion of China 2.0, but this time no Japanese no Japanese, well, no, the thing that happened. But this time, yeah, we ain't doing it a second time. The Republic of Iraq declared war on the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Alright. We have more cities to develop, so we gotta make sure everything counts. The Russian People's Liberation Army took one state and, oh, Adolphusburg was annexed. Oof. But I don't like how the Liberation Army is gonna have to deal with the Perm government. That's gonna be a big L for them if they don't. Even the Russian Republic is helping with the invasion this time. But I do need to get more troops. Train the Yobati. Alright. Now I got more troops. Which means now they can help with the mass offensive. Finally. Develop Kokubu Kyushu. Develop Osaka. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time to actually develop these places. Bitter defeat. Beginning of rearmament will be removed by the 10th of January, 1955. The Great Mass Offensive begins. Yeah, but I don't have ships, so I'm not even gonna bother like make a landing. China. Yep. Now China's gonna be split in half almost by up to this point. Oh, they have aircrafts? Darn. Yep, now they're cut off from their coast. Oh, I forgot they still have Taipei, Taiwan. I always keep forgetting that. But rather than this being a total annihilation, it's actually going to be like just a downgrade for China. We shall take the state of the Vietnamese Republic. Let's see now for... We shall liberate Inner Mongolia. Hold on. Let me take these lands. I shall take those for myself. Liberate Inner Mongolia. And for this case, let's make sure that, yeah, Inner Mongolia will have this part. Oh wait, no, let's reset that. Mm-hmm. We shall also puppet Inner Mongolia. Mm-hmm. State of Japan. We knocked down the Chinese a bit of a peg, and also a larger Inner Mongolia under paternal autocrat of authoritarian democracy. Yep. The Grey Eminence Alliance. And I was also able to get Taiwan back as well. Oh, let's give, we no longer get the effect. Hold on, let me do something. And there we go. Now, I know I'm almost similarly basing a video off a different video I believe I saw, but this one is completely different due to the fact I'm using like a mod or two just to create wanting to create puppets. Because to me, why the heck would I want to control a lot of land that I won't be able to create soldiers in when I'm completely content with the land I already have, but I don't need to expand more into? Sheesh. So I got Bullabihin? I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But now comes the ultimate prize for me to puppet Indonesia. And maybe, you know, Hubertus van Mook? What the hell? What kind of a name is that? The Angolan War, Fianna Fáil. I really don't care about these places. All I care about is just the countries I need to prevent the rise of totalitarianism in. But I do love to puppet me some India. But oh well. We all can't be beggars. We already... Oh, the Soviet Republic of Novosibirsk declared war on the Perm government. I gotta see this. Wait, what? Wait. Oh! The British has a non-aggression pact with the Perm Soviet government? Aw, hell no. Alright, that's it. You asked for it now. That's it. Wait, Japanese Civil War? Oh, it's because it's a Russian Republic Civil War, that's why. Ah, I see what it did there. But nope, Russian Republic, you ain't gonna be defeated on my watch. North Sea exercise. Interesting. There. All. Drop tanks. Italy declared war on Turkey? Okay, things around are just getting weird by the second. But I know that the Russian Republic will need this land, so... yeah. Yep, that's the end of Oh, Sarwak? Kingdom of Croatia? Of course. Of course, free tanks for everybody! But seriously, Italy, like, Victor... Oh, but like, seriously, Turkey and Italy, how the hell did you two offer to go to war again? It's acting like as if Italy's playing all its party like it's 1911 or 1910 all over again when you two clashed with Libya. That's just stupid. More free market, please. What, war propaganda against the United States? Are they at a war? Don't tell me I'm at war with them without realizing. Oh. Oh, they're at war with Angola. Oh, my... See, I told you. It proved my point. So that means... Indonesia, you're next on the chopping block. Hurrah! Now we get to defeat the National Communistic. Dmitry Oh, Logic secures his leadership. Volja holds steadfast. Wow, that's handled. Oh, finally, it's the end of the German Civil War. But at what cost? I've won, but at what cost? And here we are. I also have Republic of Indonesia under Sadikin, authoritarian regime government, authoritarian democracy. Okay. Some covert magic app happens and I was able to help overthrow the leftist governments, mainly in Burma, Bengal, and Indonesia. And also knock down the Chinese a peg, but rather than conquer, I'd rather just be content with this puppet, the Inner Mongolian large puppet. I have experimental naval missiles. But you know, I think this will only be a 3-part episode for Japan, so technically since I already finished the focus tree, I'm gonna stop right here. As you may have noticed that I was able to magically puppet 1 or 2 countries. Even after war I was able to puppet them, so and bring the Chinese down a peg, so yeah. I know all of it is highly unrealistic in this game, but it's a game, what are you gonna do? Don't at me. So anyway, I might as well play as one of the Russian warlords next, since I know people are gonna bother me about it, so just to get it out of the way, I might as well plan to do one of the Kazakhstan or one of the Eastern warlord states, so don't worry, it'll come in the next playlist, okay? So everyone can stop bloody bugging me about it. Sheesh. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And I know this one is a bit more rushed, but because I believe some people may not like to occupy Japan, or may not, or like it because you can, whatever.